my first ever video here on YouTube. My name is Meadow. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and feeling called to connect with me. So today I'm going to be talking about how our environment plays a role and has an influence on our decision making and our beliefs about ourselves and the world, and it can be very healthy or very unhealthy. So let's get into it. So I first want to talk about how I really lost myself due to the environment around me. And again, myself, I was making these decisions, I'm taking responsibility. But when I'm constantly surrounded by people in high school, beginning of college, that don't care so much about themselves, they care more about an image or an outside validation or this status or getting into this program or getting this degree or drinking and partying, all of these things that I knew deep down weren't me, but I did it anyway because I didn't want to be the odd one out. I didn't want to be lonely, you know, I want to fit in with the people my age and my friends. So I did these things for quite some time. I was in school for like a semester, then I dropped out because I realized it wasn't for me. But even that, I was still drinking and partying and doing these things that weren't fulfilling me, weren't aligned with me, but I kept doing it because it was what my environment was doing. It was what my friends were doing. Like, how was I just gonna say no and just sit at home all day, you know? Then it's like, you're lame, you're this, you're that. And it's like, no, I'm fucking not, I'm fucking dope, so let's go party. And through this process, as I started getting into myself and digging deeper and deeper and asking myself questions like, what do I really want in life? Like, do I really want to spend my time doing these things that aren't fueling my soul, that aren't making me feel alive? They're actually making me feel more depressed, honestly. But I had the choice to either step away from the known environment that I was in all the time and just go on my own path, or I could stay where I was comfortable and safe, where I knew I would have friends, I knew I would be accepted. It took some time, but I finally decided to remove myself. I released some old friends. I was very introverted at that time. I didn't have friends. I'm kind of still on that path, but I do have more people in my life now. But I had my girlfriend, so shout out to my girlfriend Amethyst, she's amazing. But I was really on this deeper journey of healing. And I feel a lot of us fall into this pattern of following things, careers, anything that doesn't really fulfill us because of what our outside environment is doing and telling us. And it's really, really unfortunate. So I see people who have parents that are very stern, and you go to college and you get a degree, no questions asked, right? But what if that doesn't make you happy? What if that doesn't fuel your soul? What do? Right? And you're kind of stuck here like, well, if I drop out, my parents are gonna hate me, they're not gonna support me, all these things. But if I stay in school, then I'm not listening to myself. I'm not really fulfilling my passions. And you have these two options, and it's like, what's more important? Do you spend your entire life living a lie just to satisfy the people around you, just to fit in with the people around you? Or do you take a risk and do something that people might not understand, but you know is really gonna drive you and bring you love and the passion that you're looking for? So I feel a lot of people in life are very stuck on doing and settling for things that aren't their passions, that aren't driving them. And we're not put here on earth to work a 9-to-5. We're not put here on earth to do all of these things just to survive. I don't believe that. I believe we can have both. And I think looking at, you know, careers, for example, I think a lot of people think they have to work their ass off to be able to get that dream house, to go on that dream vacation. But I don't think it's that way. I think we're very stuck in a masculine energy of work, work, work to get what you want, instead of trusting our feminine, trusting our heart, and trusting that we can have both. We can live in our passion. We can do something genuinely that makes us happy, even though it doesn't look like the cookie cutter way everyone else is successful. It can be an unconventional career, an unconventional way of doing things, and still bring you the abundance and fulfillment to go on vacation, to get that dream car, dream house. Like we can have both. And I think we forget that because everyone else is settling for jobs and things to get that temporary satisfaction of like, look, I bought this car for myself because I'm rich and I got this nice job. But little do they know, or do they know deep down, that that job isn't fulfilling them. It's fulfilling that void of I have nice things, I'm successful, I have money, I can get things that I want, but it's not fulfilling the deeper meaning of every day I get to wake up and do something I love. It's like every day I get to go to work and do something I don't really love, but in exchange, I get this nice car. I get to provide my family with food. And it's just really unfortunate that we're settling for those things. So, even though society takes on these beliefs that life is about unfulfillment, life is about, oh, that's just adulting. You gotta work your ass off. It's just part of being an adult. But I want everyone to recognize that that's a lie. It's not true. We can have it all if we choose it. Adulting isn't being depressed, working our asses off, being drained of our energy every single day. Adulting should be coming into ourselves, having time for our healing, figuring out who we really are and what we really want, and making it happen. So I want you to be more aware and just observe your environment in your day-to-day life. And just ask yourself, does this align with what I really want in life? Okay, go back to when you were a kid and what your dreams were. You had no limitations. You were like, fuck yeah, I want to be a fucking rock star in front of thousands of people and perform my music. And now why is it that you're telling yourself you can't do that? So go back into that mode of being a kid, of being imaginative, of having literally anything you want, because I promise you, you can't have it. And as you go through your day-to-day, just observe, who am I hanging around and what are their beliefs? Are they pushing on this belief that I need to do things that I don't want to do, truly? As I'm walking around, am I noticing people being miserable? Like, that's what our world has come to. And it's part of the cycle, and that's how we learn, through pain, through mistakes. But we can get out of this now, anytime we want. Once you recognize it and once you apply yourself to your dream, to something new, you can attain that. But it starts with recognizing what you really want and not settling for this bullshit that society feeds us. Okay? So let's stop doing what everyone else is doing, because that really drives us further and further away from ourselves. Let's stop making excuses that, oh, my parents won't let me do that. I can't afford that. Yes, you can. The more you feed those thoughts, the more they're true. And there's this quote, and it's like, if you believe you can or you can't, then it's true. So if you believe you can't do something, then you can't. But if you know it's something that you love, then figure out how. Because I promise you, you can. So stop feeding those lies and excuses as to why you can't move forward with your passion now. And just continue to follow you. If there are people around you that don't get it, that's gonna happen, and that's okay, but you can lead by example and show people what it's like to follow your dreams and how it's possible to even create a dream that's sustainable, that brings you passion, that brings you aliveness. Like, that's so possible, and we're so conditioned to think it's not, and it's so sad because I know, you know deep down that we have the power to create anything that we want. So let's just stop feeding these lies. Let's stop following what everyone else is doing. It's fuck the system from now on, right? Because the system wants us to believe that. They want us to stay in this loop of work, depression, but we get a nice car. A little bit of happiness, back to work, back to depression. And all of these feelings of frustration with your job, with your boss, your whatever it is, it's all your soul telling you, this is not how I want to feel. I don't deserve to feel frustrated every single day. I don't deserve to wake up dreading to go to work. That's not our natural state. We deserve to wake up feeling alive, pumped up, ready to go, living our dreams, helping people every day, okay? So I trust in you that you will follow your heart and you will find your path. And it takes time, so please be patient with yourself. But it all starts with just listening to yourself and stop taking negative influence from outside of you. Because then, when you start giving yourself the positive influence, you'll start attracting that positive influence outside of you. Because there are people that do think that dreams are possible. They do believe that, or they're living that. And get in touch with those people, because those are the people that you want around that will encourage you to keep following your path. Not the people that are stuck in their comfortable ways of working a shitty job and just making it by. That's not okay with me anymore. I'm choosing, you're choosing, claim this now. I am choosing to live my truth, my dreams, even if it's scary. I choose to listen to myself because I know what's best for me, not the outside world. Okay? I love you guys. You are powerful, you are brave, you are strong. You are the change. Be the change you want to see in the world. You are doing it just by taking a leap of faith, just by being yourself, just by doing what the normal people aren't doing. And that's very powerful, and I'm very proud of you. So keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for tuning in. Turn on the notification bell and subscribe. I love you. I'll be posting twice a week. Mondays will be my motivational video, short little clip to get you going for the week. Yeah, so thank you so much, and I love you.